Good morning. Welcome to the grand opening of Banks Athletic Park. We are so excited to see everyone here this morning. It is a great day in Fort Mill. Let me say that to start off with. I want to introduce myself. I'm Brown Simpson. I'm the Parks and Recreation Director, and we are so excited to have each and every one of you here today for this special occasion for our ribbon cutting and grand opening here at this fabulous facility that's been under construction for the last 18 months. I want to welcome you on behalf of Mayor Gwen Savage and our town council. And with that, I will ask Ben Hudgens if he will come up and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Step around, flag back here.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let us pray. Dear God, thank you for all the many blessings that you have given us, this community, and this country. We are so fortunate to have a town which values quality time with family and friends, appreciates nature's beauty, and embraces a healthy lifestyle with a dose of friendly competition. Lord, I pray that you use this facility in a way that continues to honor the many positive attributes which come from athletics. Please use these fields, the basketball court, the playground and picnic shelter, as a means to teach all ages using them the benefits of teamwork, kindness, and overcoming against all odds. May the coaches, players, officials, and fans know that their growth in character is more important than the final score or their individual stats. Dear Lord, please use Banks Athletic Park and our town's many other resources to encourage our community to grow in mind, body, and spirit. Through your teachings, may we all have the vision that we are so much greater than what we do. Thank you for blessing us with a town that is rooted in loving where you live. Amen.
Once again, welcome. And I just want to cover a couple of things and some opening remarks and talk about a little bit about the facility. But before I do that, I want to thank two people also too that are very special to this whole project. First of all is our town manager, Doby Broom. Doby was involved in a lot of the planning with this whole process, and we appreciate all of his forethought and insight on this whole facility. Also too, a special word of thanks to Assistant Town Manager Chris Pettit, who played a major role in this facility as being the project manager. And Chris put a lot of time and a lot of effort into this facility and the planning and the implementation of the construction. And I don't think we can thank Chris enough for that. So let's give both of those guys a big round of applause. I want to just talk quickly about the overview of the facility here. It is really one that is special. It's one that's been in the planning processes for many years, and it's good to see that it's finally come to fruition. We do have on the facility site here is 25 acres that was donated by the Lennar when they built the Waterside subdivision. We have 4 baseball softball fields. The 2 that you're on right now, fields 3 and 4, are 275 foot. And we can play baseball and softball on this facility. And then the 2 behind you, right behind you, that's field 2, and then field 1's right beside it. Those are 225 foot. We have a scoring tower right behind you here that we're going to house 2 of our athletic staff members in. Our 2 athletic coordinators will work out of this facility, and we're excited to have them here. We've got a concession stand on the bottom, also with some restroom facilities and a family restroom. Behind field 1, adjacent to the west parking lot, we have another restroom facility. And then also, too, we have a basketball court that is lighted, and folks can use that up to about 9:30 every night. And then something that I have wanted for a long time since we've been in the Parks and Recreation business here the last 18 and a half years since I've been here, and I think something that's going to be used a lot is a large picnic shelter that has 8 picnic tables, and we get a demand all the time for family reunions and things like that, and we're excited about that. We do have 2 parking lots. We have the west parking lot when you come in off Banks Road, and then the east parking lot that you parked in today, and we're excited. We've got a lot of parking out here. Last night we had our first games unofficially out here, and it was great to see the crowds out here, and we had a lot of positive comments about that, so we're excited about that also too. I also want to recognize my staff, our Parks and Recreation staff, and there to my right to your left, if our staff will raise their hand, please. They do a great job. Let's give them a big round of applause. They're going to be challenged by continuing to maintain this facility, and we're excited about that challenge. Enjoy today. Thank you once again for coming. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to our town manager, Doby Bridge, for some comments. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Brown, and thank you for those kind comments and kind words for me and Chris Pettit. So, what a beautiful day. Beautiful day to have a ribbon cutting ceremony. Before I begin, I would like to recognize some very special people that are in attendance today. I'd like to recognize Congressman Ralph Norman, State Representative Ray Felder, Fort Mill School Board members Wayne Bolden, Celia McCarter, Michelle Brannon. As town manager, it is my sincere pleasure to thank the ones involved with this project. First, we would not be celebrating this park without the vision and leadership from our members of Town Council. I would like to extend my gratitude to Mayor Gwen Savage, Mayor Pro Tem Ronald Helms, Councilman Chris Moody, Councilwoman Lisa Cook, Councilman Chris Wolf, Councilman Alan Garrison, and Councilman Ben Hudgens. And I would be remiss if I didn't recognize past town council members that were involved in the vision and planning of this park as well. Mr. Jamie Shirey, Ms. Trudy Heemsoth, and Mr. Larry Huntley. I would also like to express our thanks to Lenore Holmes for their land donation for this site, the representatives Mark Henniger, Chris Rabel, and Sam Stalls. LS3P Architects and ESP Associates for their design work and construction management. They're represented by, LS3P is represented by Trevor Holmes and Vincent Spencer. ESP Associates by Scott Childers, Matt Levesque, Alicia Rocco, and Ryan Turner. Also want to give a special thanks to Beam Construction for this final product. What a beautiful park. Their representatives are their CFO, Jason Raines, President Susie Lewis, their project manager, Dylan Smith, and Superintendent Luke Simmons. Thank you all for that. We also want to say a thank you to Leroy Springs and Company, their representatives that helped us with this project, Daylor Hart, Dan Mummy, and John Gordon. I also want to give a special thanks to town staff, especially our Assistant Town Manager, Chris Pettit, who served as staff's representative on this project as our project manager. He dedicated a lot of time and effort into it and did a terrific job working with the groups that I've recognized that had a part with this project. I also want to say a special thanks to Brown Simpson for his involvement in the entire process with this project. I believe he was in attendance at about every meeting that we had, So thank you, Brown, for your part. Also want to thank, I have to say a quick thanks to all of town staff that was involved with this. It's an array of town staff, and I can't stand here and name them all. But it was multiple town staff over multiple town projects. So thank you all for your part in helping us move this project along. Town of Fort Mill is proud to provide our citizens with quality of life elements through our parks and recreation programs. This was a challenging project to undertake. The timing itself, with supply chain delays, the site topography provided its share of challenges for everyone involved. But I'm proud to say that through teamwork, this project was completed on time and under budget. Thank you all again who were involved. With that, I will turn this over to Mayor Savage.
Thank you, Davey, and good morning, and thank you all for joining us. In hopes that in some way, part, or fashion, you too will be able to enjoy this beautiful facility. Over 40 years ago, the Leroy Springs Complex was built and operated by the Springs Close family out of generosity and love for our community and its people. Ann Springs Close lived with great passion for people, community, nature, and environmental stewardship. One of her dreams was to create and preserve a buffer between urban sprawl and the community that she loved. Planning for that dream to become a reality, all land held by Springs was to provide what was needed for the Ann Springs Close Greenway and to create an endowment that would protect this priceless gift forever. The Leroy Springs Complex was a part of that consideration, and the town was notified that the 3 ball fields there would no longer be leased to the town. Ample time for this transition to take place was given to the recreational programs offered by the town on these fields and that are important to our community. Fortunately, in 2014, as a commitment in a development agreement, the developer, Lennar, donated this parcel of land off of Bank Street, adjacent to the waterside at Catawba Community. The land had challenges, but the town believed it could be used for the needed replacement fields. The layout of the land allowed for the placement of the 4 ball fields that you can see. In our efforts to provide as much as possible to our community, our designers and engineers found spaces for a large shelter, a playground, and an outdoor basketball court. Consideration was given to our neighbors at Waterside. Lighting was chosen that would minimize the impact to those living near the park. Parking was expanded to keep cars inside the park. There are over 300 parking spaces here. Security was planned. Schedules altered to ease this park into operation. Meetings were offered to the homeowners associations, and rules and guidelines for town parks were distributed. This park is beautiful, even more so than I expected. I'm proud of the staff that worked to plan and get this constructed, the contractors for their efforts to push through the challenges, our council for their unwavering support to find funding and stay the course to give more to our community. I am proud of our community, of our staff, of our town, and certainly of this community. I hope that we will enjoy this park for many years to come. Now, I would like to invite Congressman Ralph Norman to the podium.
Thank you, Mayor. What a great day for Fort Mill. You know, to come to this facility and I'm a developer, this brings value. This helps appreciation for the community and really for all of Fort Mill. What makes Fort Mill special is the people, and this provides a place for young and old to come. I didn't realize it was such a multi-purpose facility, but this is fantastic. And Gwen, thank y'all for what you're doing, and all accounts, city council leaders and school board members. This is what Fort Mill's about. This will be, as Gwen says, used for years to come. And I just want to thank you for having the foresight to do it. I've got 2 things for you, Mayor. Fort Mill sets the gold standard, and I want to give this to you. And I also, as a memento, want to do our congressional certificate as a remembrance of this very special day for Fort Mill and really all of South Carolina. Y'all don't realize the towns all across this country that would die to have something like this put together. So to each and every one of you, thank you so much. God bless you, and we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I know we've thanked folks at the podium, and we're moving forward to the ribbon cutting, but I would like to extend a very special thanks to both Ralph and Ray. They have very busy schedules. You know, the challenges that are before them daily exceed opening a ball field in Fort Mill for certain. But we can always count on them to be here and to have a heart for our community, and I'm grateful for that. So Ray, Ralph, thank you for your special gift of being with us as we celebrate the opening of this park. So thank you, and with that, I'd like to invite council and everyone behind me to join us as we do the ribbon cutting. Edward Scissorhands.
I'm staying way back.
I'm happy this morning. Brownie, you up here? Davy, Brown? I don't want to be the only one holding these shears. All right.
Just don't let her turn
Ready?
her back this way.
All right, let's say play ball.
Play ball.
Play ball. All right. Thank you. And with that, I would very, very much like to invite you all to participate in this public park. It is for the community of Fort Mill, provided by the taxpayer dollars and impact fees in Fort Mill. So please come out and enjoy the park with us. Thank you all for being here this morning. We appreciate each and every one of you.